Hi guys, this video is about March Reads 2025. I actually read a lot of books in March, and the first book I read was Twisted Hate by Anna Han. I actually finished two of Twisted books in the February end. I read other two books in the March 1st. I actually read these four books a year and off back, but I just reread these books again. Actually, this is the line which it is actually represent the full book. Here is the line. We were both too stubborn, our personalities too similar. It was like pitting fire against fire. Enemy to lovers trope also. So this is the exact line that explains them. Rest is history. Everybody knew how the trope is going to be. I want to share other thing about this book. Okay, the word closer. I actually didn't know about this word or meaning about this word, but when I read this closer in this book, I really understand the word. Uh, I think we have a lot of people in our life. We don't know either we can continue the relationship or not. If we are ready to accept the end of the relationship, we need a strong reason. We need a closure whenever we need to end the relationship. It will definitely really help. This is what I learned from this book. The second book, Twisted Games, and I'm going to say a sentence which is definitely the storyline of this book. Good thing I was and always will be a soldier for one coin. The soldier is Rice and the coin was Bridget. And the favorite quote from this book is, we always end up where we are meant to be. Actually, whatever we are trying to do in our entire life, we are always where we are meant to be. This line is really good, and I am believing in that. This is like just like a manifestation also. This story is fully about a soldier for one queen. Because of this royalty, they allow us forbidden, but however, they will manage to get happily ever after. This is the story about this book. And the third book I read was, yes, it's a BookTok book, highly hyped book, Haunting Adeline. I thought first this is a horror book, and I just started read, and I literally terrified, really terrified. The Zaid, the hero who is talking the heroine, I also felt really terrified when he's come on the book. The presence itself made me terrified. I also got terrified when I am reading this book. In first book, I literally fear of Zaid. This is what happens when I first read Hunting Adeline. And the one thing I didn't like, because every 2 or 3 chapters once the spicy scenes are happening. If you are a spicy book lover, then definitely go for this book. But for me, yeah, I'm okay with spicy scenes, but not only with spicy scenes. I want more emotions, I want more content to read. At the end, the real twist is happening. The heroine kidnapped, and the Zaid is going after the heroine. This is the story of the second book. Okay, and the other part of the book is Hunting Adeline. There are two parts, and the first part fully is Hunting Adeline. In the first part, I think there are so much of scenes we are not going to able to read. I thought so. I don't know. This book have two parts. The first book is rescuing the Adeline, and the second part was after the rescuing, what is happening with the Adeline. This is the two part. And the first part, every chapter which comes with Adeline POV, I just avoided it. I only read Zaid POV. Because I think when I read those things which is happened when the girls kidnapping for prostitution, I think definitely there is going to happen a lot of bad things. I don't have that heart to read and understand what it's going to happen in that place, but here and there I read 2 to 3 lines. I don't know anything completely about that portion of the part. If you're okay with it, then you can go and read that particular part, but for me, I'm just avoided it. I think some of the Instagram places, I thought that Zaid is a great person. I think, I don't know, morally great person, I don't know, but I think he is a very good for me when it's come to a girl who is not able to do anything. When in that situation, he's helping for a lot of girls. I think it's really a very good thing. We are also getting know a lot about Zaid when it's come to the second book. Yeah, we know that in the first book, the Zaid is doing very good things, but in the second, it's really more. When it's come to the second part, Adeline is slowly changing. His normal nature is becoming more and more stronger, more and more vicious also. She's changing herself. She actually learns to fight for self-defense also. uh, you can see that small flower changed into a small fire, but in that position also Zaid still loves her. I really like this part because we can fall in love with a character, a girl, but the character is not going to be always the same. That some situation and circumstances definitely change our character, beliefs, values, whatever it may be, but the love will be remain same, and Zaid's love remains. And I can feel the love between them, the trust, the belief, which I can't feel in the first book. I think the second book is really very perfect for me to read. And also this is little bit of dark romance, and I think this is my first dark romance book also. Okay, the next book I read was Onyx Tomb, yes, by Rebecca. This is the third book of Empyrean. While reading this book, at some level I literally feel bored because some scenes are repeatedly happening. What I expected in this third book was what will happen after Zayden turned to Winnie. But the third book is actually about turning into Winnie process only. At the end of the book, only Zayden fully changed to Winnie. I still have the same feeling after finishing the third book. What will happen after Zayden fully turned Winnie? I still have the same question, but I have a thing. A positive thing about this book was the side characters, and Auric. He is really a game changer because he comes here and there in some places, but his presence will change the entire situation throughout the book. I think 4 or 5 places he changed everything, he altered everything. I really liked it, and I am expecting more characterization for Auric in the next book. Okay, next, the sixth book is $1 Million Weekend. Actually, it is a non-fiction. I turned to non-fiction and read $1 Million Weekend. If you ever felt to become a businessman or a woman, it's always really very hard because we don't have because we don't know which idea is going to be work out, and we don't know about anything about marketing. We don't know how to scale the entire business. In even we didn't know what is going to be exactly happening in the business type. After reading this book, I think within of 48 hours, I too can become an entrepreneur. That's easy. This is what I feel after reading $1 Million Weekend. Maybe I can try create a separate video for this $1 Million Weekend. And the next book actually I read in Wattpad. Twisted series second generation. The twisted couple's sons and daughters, and how they are fallen in the love. So there are, in that particular second generation, there are 4 books. I finished each one in a day. I just want to share the book details, and really very very super. If you are a twisted series lover, then just go and read these books. Twisted Magic, Twisted Dreams, Twisted Hearts, and Twisted Destiny. There are 4 books written by Silverica. Definitely go and read if you are a twisted book lovers. These are my reads of March 2025. I actually finished 10 books. It's really very high. This means I'm going to read very less books in the April. Is it so? I don't know. We can meet in the another video.